Assalamualaikum and hi, we are from group 3. In this video, our group will present the report from our video experiment, which is Piaget's classification, early childhood vs middle childhood. So we start from objective. In our report, we have 3 objectives. First is to identify the level of the patient children's behavior between early childhood and middle childhood. The second one is to sharpen the children's problem-solving skill in cognition between early childhood and middle childhood. And the third one is to increase the children's social skills and self-confidence. My name is Nur Amanusna binti Jamaluddin. My metric number is 1210127. So next I will talk about the introduction of our report. Firstly, according to Piaget's classification for children is where the children's experience and vocabulary grows. Classification also in Piaget also where when children can classify objects in different ways. On 20 November 2022, we has met the children at our friend's village at Sungai Sedang. But before it, we have given the children observation permission form to their parents in order to get permission to record for our video experiment. We also implement the process of recording. The video was carried out very smoothly. We also divide the members into 2 groups, which is 3 members for 1 group, and there is 2 groups, and both groups carry out 3 games. 3 games that we include in our video experiment is separate blocks in the form of color, second one is forming a block as an object, and the third one is clumping the puzzle. To finish this mission, the children have to work in group.
My name is Umaymah Muslimah binti Hamzah. We move to the next one, discussion. There is 3 points of discussion. The first one is sensory register. We can see there is no differences of kid sensation in early childhood and middle childhood because they can classify each color of the block puzzle such as red, green, yellow, black, blue and orange. The second point is working memory. The kids are already learned in school about color and shape, so they can flashback very well. If you can see in the video experiment of early childhood, the kids can build the shape properly, but very slowly. We can see Bella does not participate at all in building block into shape, but Darwish and Andra, they try their best to put the blocks into shape, such as flower, fish and house. On the other hand, in the middle childhood video experiment, they can build blocks into shape very properly, and their working memory such as short-term memory and long-term memory works very well. The last point is knowledge base, which is long-term memory. In the video, kids need to arrange the block into a finished puzzle form. From the early childhood stage, at the first phase, they can arrange the puzzle in order, but they fail the task because they cannot see the diagram. After we provide the diagram, as a result, they can finish the puzzle. In contrast, in the middle childhood stage, they have no issue with finishing the puzzle without looking the picture. This is because children at this stage are able to learn and remember due to improvement in the way they attend.
My name is Nora Safina binti Kamar Hakim. The next thing that is included in this experiment is definitely the method. For this experiment, all of the year childhood ages between 2 to 6 years and middle childhood ages between 7 to 11 years were assigned to the activities using Tetris puzzle. Participants in both conditions have to make the activities in groups. Firstly, for turns, we use the Tetris puzzle, then also known as word intelligence, and we use 1 space and room for this experiment. Next is the steps. Firstly, we divided the team members into 2 groups to assist early childhood and middle childhood. Next, we create bonding with the children, and then we record the time for each game played. Lastly, we're giving out rewards to the children such as chocolate candy. So, we move to the process of the experiment. For the first game, identify the color of the wood puzzle. So, we ask both participants from early and middle childhood to identify the color of the puzzle. The children identify what color we have been asked to show to the camera. For the second game, we make various shapes. Start from easy level to high level of shapes. There are many shapes written on the word puzzle manual. We ask the children to do 3 to 4 shapes out of the 10 shapes available. For the last game, fill in a block with the word puzzle, but in two ways. First, fill in a block without looking to the manual. Secondly, fill in a block by looking to the manual.
Next, we will go to the result based on the three activities that have been done. First thing first, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nur Shafika Amira binti Muhammad Kasim. My metric number is 1210138. Let's continue. The first activity is to sort the blocks by color. Through this activity, we found that the children in the early stage took 46 seconds of the time given, which is 5 minutes, while the children in the middle stage only took 25 seconds to complete the first task. This shows that for the first activity, early childhood is a little slow in determining the color, while middle childhood is very fast at sorting blocks by color. While the second activity is to arrange the block according to color. Through this activity, we found that children in the early stage took 6 minutes and 30 seconds of the time given, which is 10 minutes, while children in the middle stage only took 4 minutes and 45 seconds to complete the second task. This shows that for the second activity, early childhood is slow to build block and quick to give up, while middle childhood is fast at arranging the blocks according to the diagram provided and cooperating with each other. And the last activities is filling the empty space with block. It is necessary to arrange the blocks according to the color. We discovered that children in the early stage took more than 30 minutes to complete the latter task, whereas children in the middle stage took less than 30 minutes. This is show that for the third activities, early childhood is slow to fill the space with block and give up temporarily, while middle childhood is very eager to fill the space at the beginning of the game and feels like giving up in the middle of the time because of not being able to finish, and finally succeed in completing tasks with the help of looking at the manual.
My name is Siti Farah Nadia binti Saleh. My metric number is 1210116. Next, I'm gonna continue with Islamic perspective. The first one, verse 21 of Surah Az-Zariyah of the Quran highlight how people might use their brains to learn and understand things in the best way possible. Okay, next, Imam Al-Ghazali, who has granted the title Hujjah al-Islam, he mastered many disciplines like Kalam, Tasawwuf and philosophy. Based on Imam Al-Ghazali, parents need to teach their children about discipline because of having a strong discipline, it can form good behavior in children and can be emulated by other children. Not only that, having a good discipline can make them more controlled and sensitive to everything, especially can educate them to be someone who is punctual. Okay, next, the third one is Allah emphasized the value of knowledge throughout the Holy Quran. He not highlight the magnitude of his favor upon man by giving him the capacity for reason, but he also challenged us to use this capacity wisely in order to gain accurate knowledge. The last one is based on Surah At-Tahrim. Children are born on state of fitrah and are then raised by their parents as believer or atheists. Here means parents have responsibility to teach their children in order for them to become a practicing Muslim when they are adults. Numerous passages of the Quran speak about parents' obligation to look after and raise their children. So, as a parent, must be a role model for their children and educate them to distinction between right and evil for make their future life better.
Conclusion. The child goes through a period of social, physical and emotional transformation at the age. This is the most important stage in a child development. The experiment carried out were on early childhood and middle-aged childhood. Based on the research done on the children, they are very satisfied and have achieved the objective we have built. One of the objectives we got when doing this study was to be able to assess the limit of patience of two types of children of different age by showing more positive than negative behavior. This study can also improve social skills and self-confidence in any children face as well as become an educational aid. That being the case, middle childhood has a stage of growth which is concrete operational according to Piaget stage of concrete operational theory.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami daripada kumpulan 3 akan membentangkan tajuk kajian kami yang bertajuk Piaget Classification Between Early and Middle Childhood. Sebelum itu kami akan mengenalkan ahli kumpulan dahulu. Saya Siti Farah Nadia binti Saleh, nombor metrik 1210116.
Saya Nur Syafiqah Amira binti Muhammad Kasim, nombor metrik 1210138.
Nama saya Nur Safina binti Kamal Hakim, nombor metrik 1210129.
Nama saya Nur Amanussina binti Jamaluddin, nombor metrik 1210127.
Nama saya Umaymah Sina binti Hamzah, nombor metrik 1210113.
Nama Muhammad Daniel Hakimi bin Azmi, nama matrik 1210132.
Kajian yang dijalankan ini telah melibatkan seramai 6 orang kanak-kanak, iaitu 3 orang untuk early childhood dan 3 orang lagi untuk middle childhood. Yang dijalankan adalah di rumah salah seorang daripada ahli kumpulan kami, iaitu Safrina. Ambil untuk menjalankan eksperimen ini adalah selama 4 hingga 5 jam. Berikut adalah video eksperimen yang kami telah jalankan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muslimah binti Hamsa.
Nama saya Muhammad bin Azmi.
Nama saya Nurul Safina binti Kabarani.
Kami membuat uji kaji terhadap kanak-kanak dalam lingkungan umur 2 hingga 6 tahun, iaitu selama 3 orang.
Hai, nama awak siapa? Nama awak siapa? Nama dia Bella. Kita makan warna merah. Warna merah. Garis kalau nak merah, dalam nak merah. Dia dekat kamera. Tunjuk dalam je.
Hai, hari ini kita akan buat uji kaji untuk middle childhood.
Siapa? Muhammad Akil Zafar, umur 8 tahun. Apa ni yang disini? Oh, Muhammad Dafar Sidiki, umur 7 tahun. Oh, sebaya korang. Korang sama ke? Oh.
Okay, untuk game yang kedua, akak nak korang buat bentukkan blok ni, jadikan bentuk yang ada dekat dalam gambar ni. Akak akan tentukan objek yang korang nak kena buat. Objek yang pertama adalah fish, number 2 adalah tree, and third is tower, and fourth is pillar. So, dalam akak akan bagi masa 15 minit untuk korang buat empat-empat bentuk ni. Tapi yang bentuk yang pertama akan nak korang buat bentuk fish. Boleh? Boleh. Okay, aktiviti kali ni yang terakhir ni, tapi dia agak mencabar sikit lah untuk korang. Korang kena susun blok ni, penuhkan dalam kotak ni. Tak boleh ada kosong sekalipun. Tapi aktiviti ni korang kena bekerjasama betul-betul lah untuk penuhkan puzzle tu jadi macam ni.
Boleh?
Okay, korang. Kakak bagi masa 20 minit je untuk korang siapkan blok ni. Okay. Ada sekarang.
Boleh lah. Jangan give up. Boleh lah. Aku ni tolonglah. Kalau jadi memanglah memang letak-letak ni.
Ni papan dia.
Depannya ada apa?
Boleh? Tak boleh juga? Sini.
Tak boleh. Dah tengah balik dulu aku lagi.
Korang lagi 30 saat je. Cepat.
Apa jangan aku
Boleh.
Apa jangan give up.
Jangan tengok masa, tengok blok.
Tengok blok.
Kat sini. Balik.
Balik. Lagi banyak. Mati. Saya nak mati.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, untuk 30 minit yang pertama, korang tak dapat selesaikan blok ni, so jadi macam ni.
Susah.
Okay, untuk hari ni korang boleh tengok kertas kat sini.
Korang buat yang senang je.
Oh, kak.
Dah main.
Aku pun dah mengantuk. Janganlah give up. Korang boleh tengok gambar. Kalau korang siap, dah. Kalau korang siap, nanti kita orang kasih something. Ikut gambar.
Yang terakhir, selepas melihat contoh daripada kertas ni, diorang berhasil menyiapkan puzzle.
Okay, yeay! Sekian daripada kita orang, daripada grup Middle Childhood. Okay, bye! Jumpa lagi, bye!
Kesimpulannya, kami mendapati perbezaan dalam menyelesaikan tugasan dari segi masa, tahap kesabaran dan juga kerjasama berkumpulan. Sekian dari kami, terima kasih.